Well, hello, darling. Hello, hello. How is everyone? You see, I got the old background in. Nice to see you all. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Please join us. Take a seat. Let's see who's here. We got a lot to talk about. We've changed our format a little bit. We'll talk a little bit about that. Hi, Jiggy Pardo. Good to see you. Hi, Kay. How you doing? Hi, Debbie Brady. Good to see you. Hi, Vicky. Joel, hello. Good to see you. Good to see the floor director is here. The director is here. Claudia Varys, what you drinking? You're in Spotwood, New Jersey today. Oh my. What's that about? What's that about? Hi, Geocosmic. Excuse me. Hi, solitary empath. Now, do you choose to be solitary? Sometimes solitary is better. Okay. If you haven't had a chance to do so yet, please like and subscribe. Have you liked and subscribed? Mm-hmm. If you like and subscribe, then your mother will be very proud of you. All right, I'm going to open up a second stream right here. And that is just because sometimes, for whatever reason, Restream doesn't let me see everybody. Let's see. Hi, Chris Crowdis. Great to see you. Vicky, Charlene Brooks, welcome. Please like and subscribe, everybody, if you haven't yet. Yeah. And I just wanted to say, while people are getting here, what do you think? It's in purple. Check out the merch. Mm-hmm. How's everybody liking the merch? Pretty nice, huh? Hi, Kel Bell. Hi. Hey, Debbie. Excuse me. Hi, Joyce Petrus. Hi, Sarah. Oh, hi, Jen. All right, so this is Hot Topics Thursdays. We've got a lot to talk about. Like I said, if you can like and subscribe, that would be awesome. Tell us what you're eating. Tell us what you're drinking. Tell us if you're, excuse me, okay after the Hurricane Odalia. Was it a hurricane or a tropical storm? I don't know. Cheers, everyone. First, it went to Florida. They say it could have been worse than it was, right? Then what? Georgia, North Carolina? Yeah, pretty scary. Mm-hmm. Well, we've got a lot going on. It's a tropical storm now. Thank God for that. I wanted to say, for those of you who don't know, we had an absolute great time yesterday. Was it Tuesday for Taco Tuesdays with Chuck Dransfield? It's a really fun show. Be sure you check it out next Tuesday, 5 o'clock. We had the Book of the Month Club was at 6 p.m. We had, unfortunately, excuse me, a computer glitch, and we weren't able to have Sandra Rogers here. So hopefully we'll be able to interview her again. But our book, Inviting the Queen, it was great. We had a really nice time. This, excuse me, something's setting me off. It will clear. This, I think it's this. Excuse me. This month we have another book. The book is Stumbling Towards Grace by Rosalia Scalia. Oh my God. If you would like to be part of our book club, we pick a book once a month, and this is the book we have selected. Stumbling Toward Grace by Rosalia Scalia, a remarkable narrative. I can tell I should have taken my Allegra. It appears that there's a lot of Mila all over the house today. Anyway, so that is our book. It's, excuse me. Let me tell you what this book is like when I clear my throat. It appears to be a book, I believe, about recovery. Yeah. Is this another Portland book? Wow, we've been getting a lot of writers out of Oregon. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to reading this book. And I think I did start reading this actually. But anyway, I'm very excited. If you want to join our Book of the Month Club, Rosalia Scalia, Stumbling Towards Grace. All right. Okay, let me get started now here. Okay. So, are we ready to do the empath prayer? One of the things that we've decided to do is after announcements, we're going to do the empath prayer just to set the tone. Unfortunately, it is my allergy season, so please forgive me. It is not that great right now. There's a lot of fur in the house, so if it bothers you, I do apologize. All right, let's do the empath prayer. Then if I can cough my way through it, we'll give you today's remote view. All right. I want to call on white light protection for myself and this community as we ask permission from Spirit to access the Akashic records. We call on our spirit guides and our good angels to be with us. Please give us the clarity and the wisdom that is needed to empower all of us on our journeys to make the best decisions for ourselves, our families, the planet, the people we love, but also to help those that we may have strife with, including our cats. And together as a community, we say amen as we walk into Whimsy's kitchen, which is what you people love the best anyway. And we're going to get rid of the background. And sometimes even unfortunate situations like my allergy can be a blessing. We are not famous here. We are not stars. We are regular people, you and I. So let's just get together as friends in my kitchen, shall we? I love my cat. I love her. And you love her. But sometimes it's a little furry over there. I'm going to grab some water. Is that okay? Now I can breathe. All right. Thank you for that. God, that feels so good. Y'all like the herbs back here? Yeah. 340 now. Mm-hmm. Yes, brothers and sisters. Mm-hmm. I went a little crazy. Mm-hmm. All right. So the first thing I thought we would do before we did the remote views is I thought it would be fun to show you me getting some of the plants that I get from Randy's. This is the person that I've been talking to from, I think he is in Florida. He grows no invasive plants. That was one of the questions. But what I've been trying to do is bring in some of the plants from South America that are protective for the environment. And yeah, so when you get them in a box like this. Randy's Nursery in Florida. If you want to get ayahuasca, we're not taking drugs. We're just growing the plant. I wouldn't know how to make, you know what? I'm not trained in that shamanic tradition, so I wouldn't do that. you know, I would be stepping outside the bounds of my training. You know what I mean? But we can enjoy the beauty of the plants, right? So I just thought you guys would like to see them and feel the vibration. You know, feel the vibration of these plants. But this is one of the ayahuasca. This is the red. I believe this is the red. Now we're out of white. They said that I wasn't going to be. White is for like purity. I think the red is kind of like to bring the red ayahuasca. Now, because we don't ingest it, nor do we need to as spiritualists, right? As spiritual people, simply communing with the plant, we benefit. So there's no need to do that. But so this plant, the ayahuasca red, when you meditate with this one, it helps to relieve impurities, you know, like red burns. So I thought y'all would like to see that. We're going to get to some remotes today also that are kind of interesting. Here's another ayahuasca here. I think. Oh, what did he give me here? Oh, yes. This is another ayahuasca. This is free. Oh, no. This is a free Alpinia nutrients. This is a free wild ginger. Yeah. He does give you a lot of freebies. If you buy regularly from Randy, I told him I'd give him. He's like, I just want my business to grow organically. I just want my business to grow organically. Sorry, I'm out of sync. It is what it is. Am I still out of sync? Oh, well. Here's another free one. Natasha something or other. I have no idea. He gave me so many presents. And here's another ayahuasca. Yeah. Here's another ayahuasca. Look at the size of this. I mean, the incredible thing about ayahuasca is that it will go if there, you know, you don't want to give it too much sun, but if there's a little bit of sun, it will grow to cover to protect the canopy, and so it's very much protective of Gaia. So I believe that I have the yellow, the red, and I think this might be the black. Yes, this is the black. It's when things are passing, like the death. Yeah. So those are my ayahuasca plants. Like I said, legal to grow. We're not making any drugs. It's just to meditate with the energy of it. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed that, and hopefully you enjoy hanging out here without all the fancy schmancy. We need to talk about some remote views now that I have moved to the hypoallergenic section of the house. Okay, so remote views. There's two areas that I want people to pay attention to going forward into the future regarding remote views. The first thing I want you to think about going forward in the future has to do with environmental protections. All right. So, environmental protections. Start expecting to see this area become extremely strict in the coming years. Oops, I just sent it to her and not to me. Now, when I say that there's going to be environmental changes in terms of protection, I think people have to really think in terms of militancy, in the sense that the new generations that are taking over globally are extremely militant about protecting the planet, even to the point of severely prosecuting any company that violates laws that protect the environment. When I go forward into the energy, I see it's not just, you have the millennials, and then you have the Generation Z. And when I go forward energetically with the Generation Z, it is a kind of militancy where you can expect the possibility of a new Homeland Security and division of the FBI and our national security that tracks companies and persons involved in any type of what's considered environmental terrorism or damage to the planet. And so consequently, what's going to start happening is you're going to start seeing this Generation Z raiding a lot of companies, raiding companies, shutting down biolabs, putting people in prison. It's a very militant type of energy going forward. And it feels to me almost like its own police force. It feels to me like when I go into the future 20 years, I am like a SWAT team. And we go into companies that have violated existing, these strict environmental standards, and they will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. That is how serious the government is headed towards cleaning up the environment. That's very interesting. I think it's going to be its own police force within the, Homeland and FBI, just tracking environmental crimes. Yeah. It's like a task force within Homeland and within. Yeah. Well, from what I could see from the remote, it looked like SWAT teams. Yeah, they're going to go in and hazmat suits and the whole. Yeah. I'm going to take this off. And you're going to hang out with me while I wash cat hair off me. I love her very much, but when she sheds, I got to wash my hands. I think it's right about now that she's feeling like an outcast. I made her go sit over there. She's just shedding too much right now. Okay. Second remote, similar idea. Starting now, workers' rights. Whoops. Second remote is workers' rights. Same concept. Very militant energy coming in. We're not getting away. We can't export slavery anymore. We can't export slavery. If a U.S. company is violating basic human rights, then they'll be shut down and penalized. If U.S. inspectors in other countries, well, they'll be very strict. So if you decide you want to, open a company in Malaysia or someplace like that, that's bypassing human rights, U.S. human rights, not paying workers enough, then U.S. Agents will visit those companies and you will have to adhere to U.S. standards of labor laws. And if you don't, and you think you can export slavery, then the feds have a surprise for you. Because that's what happened. We had wealthy business people that wanted slaves, and it was illegal in the United States. So they went to countries that had horrible human rights records in order to get their workers. And it's questionable going forward if that will be legal. It may be illegal going forward. Any questions about that? I think it's a long time coming. I don't know how you all feel, but I think it's a long time coming. Yeah, I really do. It never should have happened. NAFTA shouldn't have happened. You don't get to go and treat somebody else's children like slaves. Oh, well, we're fine. We just, people we don't know. We did that to people we didn't know, right? Doesn't work anymore with the new paradigm. We don't get to treat people like that just because they're from another country or they speak a different language. They love their children too, right? So people are just not going to get away with it anymore. Yeah. Okay, so I guess we will do some blitzes. If anybody has any blitzes. Do you like seeing all my plants? I'm so excited. Look at that ayahuasca. It's so pretty. Isn't it beautiful? Wow, I'm so excited. Yeah, the thing is that I'm gonna forget what's the black, what's the red, and I'm just gonna be meditating with it, and it's just gonna be totally organic. How do I feel when I meditate with this plant? Without being processed, it's not toxic. It's just vitamin C, and it has no hallucinogenic properties if you just make it a tea. It's just a tea. You can't experience any of the hallucinogenic effects unless it's taken with a second plant to activate. But if you don't do that, it's just a tea. It's used as a mild purgative to help with worms if you just take it by itself. But it's not going to have any hallucinogenic effect. My cat doesn't eat it. Again, it's not going to hurt my cat, but my cat doesn't like it. So my cat likes sweet grass. My cat likes sweet grasses. She likes catnip. She likes a little bit of valerian. When she gets nervous, I'll put some catnip with valerian. What else does she like? She likes chamomile in small amounts. That's how she takes her tea. Sometimes when I'm having my tea, uh, depending upon what if your cat has what your cat is tolerant to. Some cats are allergic to chamomile, so their eyes will itch just like people. But if your cat's a little if you want to give your cat a nice tea, they enjoy having a little bit of catnip sprinkled on their water. So what I do is I give her a little bowl with some ice in it. She loves ice water, and then I'll sprinkle a little catnip on the ice cubes, and then she licks that off, and then I'll have my tea, and we'll just have our little spa moment. Because I really want my cat to have a great life, and why shouldn't she be in heaven as well? Because we're supposed to be creating heaven on earth, right? So why not our cat as well? All right, we have a couple questions coming in. People want to know about Prigozhin. Is he really dead? Yes, he is most assuredly dead. He got blown up, and evidently they put the bomb in. I did a remote trying to figure out what they were doing there. They thought they were going to a business meeting to discuss Wagner doing security in Africa. And they had come in. They were in Africa. They came back. I think they were en route to somewhere else. It was him and a delegation. They were supposed to be talking about relocating Wagner Troop in Africa. It was right after Africa had met with Russia about security stuff, too. So everything seemed to be normal. However, when we I shouldn't say broke in. When we looked at the documents, we saw that they were going to get cheaper fighters in Africa, which is what they've done. Yeah, so they were coming back. There was about 10 of them. And they also stacked some food for them, sandwiches, wine, etc., for the meeting. And evidently the bomb was packed with the crate of wine, and it blew off the right side of the plane, evidently. That's according to insiders. So it wasn't that they shot it down, it was that it was in the actual plane. it was inevitable from my perspective, but let's go ahead and take a look at some cards. I know. You guys like this more on Thursdays, don't you? You like kitchen on Thursdays, I think. Yeah. We'll take a vote. Debbie and I want you happy. I think you guys want kitchens on Thursday, right? I know I cough less over here. Yeah, with a message from, he was killed by Putin. There can only be one top dog. That's Putin's response. Putin's response is that he killed him because there can only be one top dog. You can't have two czars. You can't have two top dogs. This is an interesting imagery that Putin is giving us because Putin doesn't believe in having weak people, right? Weak little puppies, right? He wants a big dog, right? A dog needs to be a real dog, right? The top dog, the alpha, right? So what he's saying here, Putin, is it was either him or me. He wanted to be the top dog. I'm the top dog, so I took him out. Back and forth, his loyalties, Prigozhin, taking money from the British. Yeah. Excuse me. Yes, I took the money. Of course I took the money. You didn't pay me. I have the right to take the money. A new beginning. Hopes and fears. Coughing, sorry. The top dog, King of Swords, which is Putin. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I'll do one more and then I'm going to call it a day because my allergies, it's just, I'm just coughing too much. I apologize. When my allergies get like this, I just have to call it a day. I'm just going to have to take Allegra until it clears. It's just too much in the air and my cat, and it's just, Of course we're doing Saturday Salon. Oh, by the way, did we pick a winner, Debbie? Has everybody joined our fan club? If you are a member of the Oracle of Whimsy fan club on Facebook, once a month we randomly select a winner. So be sure and contact me via email, whimsyanderson@gmail.com, to get your free reading if your name was selected. Who did we pick, Debbie? Who's the winner? I'm not going to cough anymore on you. And the winner is Roxanne French. Congratulations, Roxanne French. If I don't, send me an email so we can schedule your free reading. All right. I'm sorry, folks. I'm going to call it a day. I'm just coughing way too much. It's just something in the air and it's just setting me off. I'm sorry. All right. Love and light to you all. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, even though it was only half a show. Hopefully, hopefully, whatever this is, it will clear and I'll be able to breathe again. All right. Love you all, honey. Thank you so much. Be sure and share, like, subscribe. Hopefully, this will be gone by Saturday. All right. Take care. Bye, everyone.